So we are here on a mission today. So last night, one of my youth group girls, Haley, had this at my house, the Too Faced Sweet Peach palette, and everybody and their aunt and uncle knows this is an awesome palette. And she let me borrow it, and I fell in love with it. See, did the eye look? Did the eye look today with it? But $50 is a no-go for me right now with the palette. So we are on Operation Dupe. Can I dupe it? Can I not? For under $20. We shall find out. So, pro tip, there is always a section at Ross that has beauty stuff, has a lot of palettes. So if you're looking to dupe something, always check here. Okay, so I found a few peach tones in this treasure box, but looking at these colors and looking at these colors, there's just not a lot of direct matches, and that's the closest they have, so I don't think that's gonna work. I thought we had something here, but we still have a few too many colors that are off from this Eyes palette from Profusion, which is sad because both of those palettes were under 10 bucks. So I was just at Walgreens. That was a no-go. I kind of figured, I decided to stop just on an off chance, but I figured if one of the major drugstore brands that's carried by Walgreens had come out with this, I would know. But, no, we're not finding it. So, we continue our quest for a dupe of the Sweet Peach palette. So this is the next stop on our journey. And we are going into Kohl's because they sell some makeup brands such as The Balm. Well, that was useless. Alright, Kohl's is a no-go. Some beautiful palettes by The Balm and Lorac, but nothing close to Sweet Peach and no offbeat brands. I was hoping they'd have a few. So, that's a no-go, and we are now on to Ulta Beauty, which I'm going to have to drive essentially across the city for. Back from Ulta, and Ulta to the rescue. I did find something that could sort of be called a Sweet Peach dupe. It's definitely not a shade for shade dupe, but you can get similar looks. And as a matter of fact, I did my eyeshadow. One side of my face is Too Faced. One side of my face is this other palette. So we're going to see what I have and we're going to see how they turn out. So the first one I found was from Makeup Revolution. Both of these palettes actually are from Makeup Revolution. It's the Mermaids Forever palette. And I thought this is going to be the closest thing that I could find because it did have some peach tones right about here and some pinky tones and even some purples and some dark greens. And there are some close dupes in those colors, and it is overall a great palette, but it wasn't the best match. So then I came home. I watched a video from one of my favorite YouTubers, Emily Noel. Shout out, Emily. You're awesome. And she mentioned this palette, the Neutrals versus Neutrals from Makeup Revolution. And the outside of the packaging doesn't look like it would be a match, but hello, when you open it up, it really looks like it's a good match. So I grabbed it. I was so excited. And wouldn't you know, I did find some dupes in actually both of these palettes. So the first thing I'm going to do is go through swatches. So here are the swatches of the mermaid. Okay, you're going to see 4 pictures on the screen. And that's going to be 1, 2, 3, and 4. The 4 rows, okay, of swatches. So the first one looks a little bit like this. It's lighter, and they seem to go darker as they go down. So here is the second. Here is the third. and here is the fourth. And you can see that they do seem to be very similar shades, just getting darker as you go down. And I kind of liked that ombre style thing they did. I think it worked. And there were some dupes in this one. And then this one, the neutrals versus neutral palette. All right, so it's got 2 rows. So here's the first row. That's got a lot of the warm tones, those peaches, those ones that really match the palette. And then here's the second row that's a lot neutral. So I'm thinking that they're talking this as being the neutrals and this as being the neutrals. So that's my guess, but you can check it out. And as you can see, there are pretty close dupes in there. I'll throw a couple up as we're talking about it. Now, these palettes are not shade for shade dupes. You're not going to go in and find this shade matches this shade exactly. There are only about 6 or 7 of those particular dupes I could find. But as far as the general theme, the general idea of a palette, if you're just wanting that feel and to be able to do similar looks, I would say the closer match is that neutral versus neutrals palette. But the mermaid one has some of those tones, and it's also pretty fun because there's a lot of expanded tones that are out there too. So both of these are great palettes for the spring. I hope you enjoy this. I will have to return my peach palette to Haley. Thanks, Haley, for lending it to me. And are you ready? Drum roll, please, because I'm going to tell you which side is done with which. Now, the side that I did drugstore, I did only with the neutral versus neutrals palettes, and I picked some of, obviously, the exact shade matches so that I wouldn't look weird with like different shades. But this one here is that Makeup Revolution palette. Here on my left side, your right, and my right side, your left, is going to be the Too Faced side. And I have to say, I'm really impressed with these palettes. The mermaid one was $16.10 after tax, so under that $20 range. And the neutral versus neutrals, guys, $10. 20%. 1/5 of what the Sweet Peach palette costs. So I'm not knocking Too Faced at all. I love this palette. They did an amazing job. They're a creative leader in the industry, and trust me, when I have money to spend, Too Faced is one of the brands I'm going after. But as far as if you are on a budget, girl, get it done. Get it done, right? So live life, have fun, be glamorous, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye! I saw me through your